Hey, this is a quick explanation of why perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. And so what I'm using is Desmos, which is a free online graphing calculator. And what's nice about it is you can make sliders. So first I've just graphed the line right here, y equals a over b x. So that just makes a straight line that goes through the origin, because the y-intercept is 0, and has a slope of a over b. So I can adjust a and b, and whatever a over b is the slope of this line. So, you know, for example, if a and b are the same, then it's going to have 3.1 over 3.1 is 1, so right now it has a slope of 1. You can see if we make b 0, then the line disappears because it's undefined because we're trying to divide by 0. And if we get b really small but a really big, it becomes a very steep line. And likewise, if a is pretty small but b is big, then it's a very unsteep line. But anyway, let's take a look at what would be the slope of a perpendicular line. So first I've graphed y equals the opposite of a over b to the x. So let's turn that on and see what that looks like. So that's appearing in orange now. And so you can see what happens is the lines are not perpendicular. They're sort of doing the opposite though. Their slopes are just the opposite of each other. So if one's positive, the other's negative. If one's negative, the other is positive. Okay, so then I was like, well, maybe just let's flip it over. Let's do b over a instead. And what do we get there? And we get, you kind of get, but it's not perpendicular yet. So what's going on is our slopes are inverses of each other. So as the one's really steep, the other is not so steep. And if we switch it the other way, if one is not steep, then the other is steep. But if we do the opposite and the reciprocal, check it out. We've always got, now the lines are always perpendicular. So this is a graphical explanation of why perpendicular lines have opposite, meaning if it's positive it becomes negative, if it's negative it becomes positive. Reciprocal means you take the fraction and flip it over. Slopes. Hope that helps. Rock on.